Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, it's been a month now since I actually had this thing up and running. The addition on the side here with the PowMr charge controller on it, it's only been here a few days, so that's new to the system. And I've made a few changes. I'll go through them with you. Right now, we are not putting in anything because I just come out this morning. The batteries are up. The PowMr shows similar. 28.4, 0 coming in. And I put a meter down here on the two. This monitors this battery, this monitors this battery, and that's the total. So let me get some lights on and I'll show you the changes I made. Lights are on, so I got a fan to contend with now. That's the only thing that I'm a little disappointed in, is the noise these fans make. Other than that, the thing has worked flawlessly for a month. I've run everything in here I've wanted to with no hiccups, even with just the two batteries. Of course, I'm not out here much in the evening for any length of time, so the sun provides most of the power. So right now the PowMr is just coming around, it looks like, and it's a cloudy, dreary day, so we're not going to see much. So there's, what, 6.2 amps. Solar panels are at 59.9 volts. And the PowMr is 141 watts. Okay, sorry, had a little interruption there. So I got those MOVs, and I got some ferrite beads that I've installed. I guess that's what you call those. They weren't very expensive. They're supposed to help with some high frequency interference, surges, whatever. And I got the MOVs installed. And they're on the downstream side of the fuses, so hopefully if they short, they'll blow the fuses. And I'm running 10 amp, 10 amp, and a 20 amp over here. This is the minus. This is one side of the, well, there's two panels in series on this one and two panels in series on this one. So I've got from here to ground, from here to ground, from here to ground, and between here and here. And they go right to ground here, which goes to the ground rod. And I've got the same, okay, I added this wing on here. Didn't have any other room to put things. That's just for the PowMr charge controller for the second set of solar panels. I've got the same thing in here, two 10 amp fuses, wired the same way, and I haven't got the computer hooked into this yet to get it set up. I'm just using the preset lithium settings, so I'm going to go in and look and see if I'm happy with all that stuff. So it comes out of here, goes into the charge controller, down to a couple of fuses, goes back down here, and I'm using these terminals here, which go back to the battery. And when I get my second set of batteries, the fuses will go in here. But this is sort of a common bus bar, I guess you'd say, for the negative, and this is the positive. I'll take you out to the solar panel and show you what I did out there. Okay, there's the two panels set up. combiner box out here on each one, and I've got a ground rod driven right down there, and it grounds both of these, well actually all three sets. And in this, I guess it's a combiner box, I've got similar setup with MOVs on this end and the ferrite beads. Two between here, and then each one to ground. And this acts as a disconnect. Well, I should have shut it off inside in order to show you, because I don't want to disconnect it when it's hot. But those fuses just have this plastic piece that I made, and you just pull on this and it pulls all three fuses out at once. That will disconnect the whole system quickly if need be. Or, you know, if you pop a fuse or something, you just pull it out of there and replace the fuse and put it back in. So that's my version of a safety disconnect, I guess, on this end. Got my cables all buried, and so far I'm real happy with the performance. As you can see, it's a crappy day today, real dim. Now, like I was saying previously, run it for about a month now, with the exception of having the EPM run there. Even with just the one set of solar panels, I didn't have any issues. Worked flawlessly. I run milling machines, drill presses, sanders and heat guns, and you name it. And that's all worked, no problem. Most of the time I'm only running between 25 and 50% load, and I don't think I've had it fault on me at all for like overload or whatever. I have one grinder. When I turn it on, I get a couple of beeps, overload beeps, just while it's starting, but it's not an issue for it. It just goes beep, beep, and then it's done. So, oh, another thing that I was real happy I did was these filters. I just noticed that they need cleaned. I'll pull one off and show you. Look at that. I am very glad that I made these. So, in here when you're working, apparently I create a lot more dirt than I think. So I got to get those cleaned out. I'll do that later today. So just a quick update on the system and how it's been working, and been very happy with it. I know it's been a while since I had a video. We've been doing some outside work and went to an auction, and the kids wanted me to get the four-wheeler fixed, and we run into some issues with brakes not working. Took 4 hours to get the brake drum off, and it did not come off happily. I actually had to split it, drive a chisel in there to get it to expand enough to get it off with a puller, and heating and cooling several cycles. A couple of them had cold water dumped on them like Terrell does, which seemed to make absolutely no difference. But I finally won in the end. So I got brake shoes and bearings coming, and let's see, outside here, I don't know if you can see it or not, we got a post hole digger that we got to refurbish. The drive shaft is wrecked on it, so a couple of upcoming projects. Show you some changes I made in here too to the one that I use in the house system, but I can't get enough space to video very well because wifey's going to have a garage sale. So what do you think of all this stuff? And that ain't all of it yet, she tells me. So that's another reason why I haven't made videos lately, because I've been hauling this stuff out of storage building and basement and you name it.
Got too much crap.
Yeah, okay. So anyways, I put the MOVs on in here too. This is a water wheel, this is a windmill, this is a solar here. And I got rid of the other controller. We just have one now, and it's the 50 amp PWM, and right now it's making what, 9.2 amps. So because we made coffee this morning and run a bunch of other stuff, so that'll take the battery down about 15%, but usually it's back up by 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. We're easy filled back up and ready for the next evening. So everything seems to be working well. So if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll be able to get some mechanical projects going here instead of this electrical stuff. I know some of you guys don't care for this stuff, so keep watching. See you next time.